Good morning, folks, and welcome on day 3 of my Northwest Highland adventure. This is the third and final day, and maybe I'm saving the best for last. I'm going to be going up More Assynt and Conival. Bit of a long day today, certainly the longest out of my 3 days, but the weather's the best out of the 3 days as well, so I'm really looking forward to it. My boots are still wet from Ben Clibrec yesterday, but they're not too bad. So it's instead of going for the winter pair, I've stuck with these lighter ones. So I will get going, and I will speak to you again soon. Trelligal Caves, 700 metres. I think I'll check them out on the way back if I've got time. Don't add on any unnecessary extra time and not make it to the tops of the hills. The route into Conival and More Assynt is a long and easy path following the river's edge as it flows through Gleann Dubh. You get fantastic views towards these mountains all the way along. Being sheltered in the glen meant I was keeping nice and warm on this overcast October's day while making great progress. And it wasn't long before the proper ascent phase began in earnest. As I look through the rain up to the head of this Corrie, I can't help but wonder, where does my path go? Hello again. So that's me at the top of that Corrie. As you would have seen in one of the clips, it wasn't very obvious what way the path was going to go. But once you get up close to it, it's easy enough to follow. So I'm at about 750 metres now. If I take a look at the map, off this way, I'm going to start heading up to the top of Conival. That's the next hill on today's journey. From here, where are we? So Conival is, what is it? I can't read it, it's on the line. Anyway, it's about 980 metres if I remember correctly, and it's also about another 230 to go, and let's call it 1.5 kilometres to the top. The weather keeps coming and going. Looking out behind me, which is where the wind's coming from, it does look like it's clearing up. But behind the camera, what you can't see is, well, there's nothing to see. It's pretty much the same as the last couple of days I've had. There's lots of clouds around. But hopefully it'll remain like the last couple of days, and once I get near the top, it'll clear up again. But there's no point hanging around here getting cold. I'm going to start heading upwards.
The last few hundred metres leading to the summit of Conival takes you along a ridge which provided very little respite from the strong winds. I was glad when I finally reached the summit and found a shelter I could use to have a seat somewhat out of the elements. The views around were made all the more dramatic by the occasional low clouds blowing through, and I ignored the wind chill as much as possible so I could enjoy the sights. But before I cooled down too much, I decided it was time to head off east across the ridge and make my way to More Assynt.
Nothing to see here then. Okay, that's the fourth and final summit of my adventure, More Assynt. When I got to the top, you get a choice of left and right, and I think the summit to the left is the correct one. It certainly looked right when I checked my phone. I cheated and checked the GPS on my phone to make sure I was in the right place. However, just to be sure, you never know when these heights will get remeasured and they decide that the right-hand summit's actually taller. So I took a wander over there as well, just to make certain. The cloud is totally down now, not a view to be had, which is a shame. But to be fair, I've had views on 3 out of 4 of the summits over the last 3 days, and that's more than you can usually hope for in Scotland. I am going to start heading back. Unfortunately, the route to go up More Assynt in Conival is an out and back, which means in order to go back to my car, I'm going back over Conival again. There was a nice bit about halfway between the two summits where it was relatively sheltered from the wind, so I'm going to head for there, and if it's still sheltered, I'm going to grab a spot to eat. In the end, I decided not to stop for lunch, or at least no meaningful lunch on the way down. I sat down and ate a quick bag of knickknacks, just to justify having carried them all the way to the top. So now I'm most of the way back down Gleann Dubh. I have 3 more kilometres to go to get back to the car. I've also decided that I'm not going to go and visit the caves. The time is running on. We are at 4 o'clock now. It's going to be, by the time I get back to the car and get changed, it's going to be easily 5 o'clock by the time I'm leaving. And I've got to drive for more than 4 hours to get home. I do have an idea that I'm going to stop somewhere and get something from the chip shop for dinner. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. I do have reasons to be home and things to do tomorrow and all weekend. So I'll check in once more back at the car and yeah, speak to you in a bit. Oh, thank goodness that's over. Tell you, that's a long walk in and a long walk back out. I am ready to go home. My feet are tired, my legs are tired, and I've had a good time. 3 days away. Can't remember the last time I did 3 days in the hills. Don't know if I've ever done 3 days in the hills, but it was definitely worth it. And More Assynt is one that's definitely going to get a revisit. That's a fantastic hill. Apart from the long walk in and the long walk out. I'm going to go and get changed now and hit the road. Thanks for coming along on my adventure, and I'll see you next time.